Hey guys, I just wanted to share something really quick. Um, just been, watching a lot of these press conferences and hearing them talk a lot about how the numbers are looking better and how things are improving. And well, here's a press conference from today, and this comment really kind of got to me a little bit. So I at least just want to put this out there and maybe get some feedback from people who are kind of actually witnessing things that are going on, and see what you guys have to say. But here's my observation. Let's watch a little clip here and see what Deborah Birx has to say today. Let's listen here. Oh, sorry, I got my audio turned down. Let me turn that up for a second.
That people look are and 56% of the new cases.
Here we go.
It's very important that people look at the number of new cases per day. Remember, we told you it was going to take us a while to work through the testing backlog. I think we're close to working through the testing backlog so that you can interpret the number of cases per day, and you will see in New York City that the number of cases per day has been relatively constant over the last 3 days. Those are the number of new cases per day. This is a real call to every person.
So I'm going to stop it there because she just kind of goes on from that point to say how wonderful that is, and basically it's a testament to the people of New York, adhering to the stay-at-home orders. Well, let's look at the numbers. She says they've been fairly consistent for the last few days. All right, well, let's check it out. Here's the chart. Here's the data. And by the way, for any of you who are wondering, you can find this data at, let me pull it up here. It's called the COVID Tracking Project. And I've got the raw data up. Let me actually get to the website here. COVID Tracking Project. View the data. You can download CSVs. You can actually, they have APIs for those of you who are developers and maybe want to consume this data for your own purposes. But here's where I'm getting my information, and it's pretty credible. I've kind of vetted it out. Their sources are coming directly from state websites, from state RAM websites. Perfect example. Let's actually just go down to Michigan because we all live in Michigan here and we know what website we're looking at. And if I click on best current data source for Michigan, it should take us to michigan.gov/coronavirus. And lo and behold, it does. All right, so I at least have one point of data that says this is a pretty credible website for collecting the data in the United States for coronavirus testing and how many are positive and how many are negative. All right, enough rambling. Let's get on to the data. She says it's very important to look at new cases. We really need to look at new daily cases, she says. And she also says that New York, we'd see if we looked at the data, has been relatively stable over the last couple of days. And the reason she says it's important to look at new cases is because of the rate of increase or the rate of spread, right? If the new daily cases goes up every day, so let's say yesterday it was 100, but today it's 200. Well, the new cases just doubled, and if you see that trending upward, that's alarming. It's a problem. It's something that needs to be investigated. So anyway, that's why she's saying that it's very important that we look at new daily cases. So anyway, sorry, I know I already said it once, but enough rambling. Let's look at the actual data here. So from the COVID Tracking Project, we have new cases. That's the blue line there on the bottom. So she's telling the truth, right? Like, take a look. So here on 4 days ago, they were at 4,800. The next day it was about 5,700. And it actually looks like new cases went down the following day, which was yesterday, back down to 4,000-ish, 700. And the most recent data, which is from literally a couple of hours ago or less, they were at 5,000. So yeah, all right, that looks pretty good. They're pretty stable over the last few days. So she's not lying. But here's what I want to just throw out there, and just, I don't know, you guys interpret it, you tell me what you think. Maybe this is something, maybe it's not. This orange line is the total amount of daily tests. So each day, how many tests New York State has given or administered. And you can see from the 16th, they've ramped up quite nicely. They've been giving a lot of tests every day, and they've hit this spot right here, this nice little peak where they've tested 16,000, almost 17,000 people, and out of those almost 17,000 people on that day, 5,700 tested positive, which would mean the inverse for how many tested negative. All right, so moving on, you can see that the very next day, it's a very sharp drop off. It goes from damn near 17,000 tests to about 13,000. That's 4,000 tests less than the previous day. All right, well, and honestly, today, or a handful of hours ago for March 25th, well, they tested even less. So, is the number of new daily cases consistent because they just didn't give out as many tests as they did the couple of days before? I mean, I have to ask the question, if this orange line had charted up or at least maintained steady into the 16, 17,000 area, would we still have seen steady numbers? I don't know. Maybe we would have, maybe we wouldn't have. So there you have it. You guys decide. That's my 2 cents.